Hi, my name is Debbie and I'm going to show you how to make an easy sew mask. This mask has no pleats and uses shoestrings or any type of tie that you happen to have. So I would describe myself as an advanced beginner sewer at best. I had to dust off and clear out this workspace and sewing machine. So this is a really easy video that I'm sure you can follow along. So all we need are 2 pieces of cotton fabric. These are pre-cut 6 by 10. And you can use a sheet or a t-shirt or anything that you have. 6 by 10 I'm finding is kind of a good average size. You can go 7 by 10 if you need some extra length this way for a larger head, longer nose, or to put it over an N95 mask. For a child, you can try 5 by 8 size and go from there. All right, so I'm going to start out by my 2 pieces of fabric, and I'm just going to put them right sides together. And I'm going to sew around the whole thing, except for I'm going to leave an opening so that I can turn it inside out. And to make sure that I don't forget, I'm just going to mark my fabric. And I marked my fabric to leave about 1/3 of the middle open. Okay, so I'm just going to use a 1/4 inch seam and go around the whole thing, except for that opening. Okay, and a tip for people that are newer or like myself or just don't have a lot of experience, when you're turning these corners, what you want to do is leave the needle in the down position and turn the fabric so the fabric doesn't wiggle around. So you're leaving the needle down. Let me show you on the next corner. Leave the needle down right now, lift the presser foot and turn, and then put the presser foot back down. All right. Okay, I'm back to my original side, so I'm gonna sew it, and remember to leave that opening is the trick. Okay, so that's it. I have sewn it, and now I'm just going to turn it inside out. So I'm going to try to open it up as much as I can with my fingers. Try to work it out, open as much as I can. And then for the corners, what I just use is a dull pencil to poke out the corners as much as I can, just to try to get it to a nice rectangular shape. Sometimes I think I have it all out and then I go to press it and find more fabric. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna press it down now. And when I do that, I really wanna make sure that these edges that are open are tucked in, okay? All right, so I'm just gonna press it real quick over here. And the pressing just keeps it nice and tight together, much easier to sew. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna make this my top side, okay, my facing outside. All right, so I've got my opening here. All right, now I'm gonna move my needle very close to the edge. So I've got the edge of the fabric over here, and I'm gonna move the needle way over to the edge, basically as far as it will go on my machine. Okay, and now I'm going to top stitch the entire thing. And so I'm going to close up that hole. That's why I want the needle pretty close to the edge to make sure it catches the edge and closes it. All right, so I'm just going to sew all around the whole thing. And I am going to do that same thing. Put the needle down, press her foot up, turn those corners. Needle down, press her foot up, turn the corner. So we are sewing a rectangle. That is my area of expertise. Very basic straight lines and rectangles. That's what I can do. All right. gonna cut all these loose strings. All right. Okay, so this is my front. So the next thing I'm going to do, and really the last thing I'm going to do, is make a channel for the shoestring. So I'm going to just go to the back side, and I'm going to turn each side over and press it about a half inch. Okay, so roughly a half inch. I'm going to press it before I sew it. And that half inch leaves room for me to feed the shoestring, or allow room for the shoestring. Okay, so I'm going to press each side down. Doesn't have to be exact. You don't need to measure it. Roughly a half inch. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to take my shoestring, and here I have 36-inch shoestring. And this is more than plenty for an adult. A 24-inch is good for a child. You can cut them, obviously, if they're too long. So, all right, so I'm going to take the midpoint of this shoestring and put it in the middle, because the next thing I'm going to do, the shoestring's in there, I'm going to sew and make this channel, and I'm going to sew right along the top stitching we already did, and my goal is to not sew the shoestring because I want to be able to squinch up this fabric for the fit of the mat. If I do, it's not the end of the world, but that's why I wanted to put the shoestring in the middle just in case I do, but it's not the end of the world if you do. So shoestring's in there, and I'm now just going to sew right along that top stitch that I already have in there. And you can kind of use your finger here to just push the shoestring, keep it out of your way, and kind of pull it over. Whoops. Okay, all right, and I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other side. Find the center of the shoestring, tuck it into that crease, and sew along on top of the, what's going on with my string here? Come on, there we go. Sew along the top stitch that you already have. And I'm kind of making sure that that shoelace is tucked in there. All right, and that's it. We are done, believe it or not. So super easy, super fast, no elastic needed, no pleats. And I actually have found that this style, this pattern fits me better. It's definitely just more adjustable. I think it's a little bit more work to get on your face, but once it's on, I feel it's really, really secure. Okay, so I'm gonna tie this, and obviously you're gonna use your ears to help keep it up. Okay, so put it over my ears. Now I'm going to scrunch up these sides, okay? As much as you want for a good fit, all right? Okay, and then tie your second tie. So a little bit more difficult than an elastic, but as I said, once it's on really well for me, and it really is very, very snug, very adjustable, very comfortable. It's not going anywhere because you don't want to be fussing with your mask when you're out and about. You want to put it on and not touch it. So there you go. I hope you liked the video. Hope you sew a lot of them for your friends and family and for others that need it. So stay safe, and thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.